Hello and welcome back to Hoi4, Kaiserreich as Norway. The war is rolling, and I asked a question last episode which I will not get the answer to because I'm way too excited about recording this episode, and I already know the answer because I looked it up. Apparently dispersed support is garbage. Line artillery recovery rate is not worth it. The soft attack for the artillery is not worth it. Apparently this one is amazing. Because all the support companies that you have get plus 25% extra soft attacks, so this is what we're going to go with once we have a free research slot open. Also, I'm repositioning the submarine fleet. We're no longer going to be raiding the British, we're now going to be raiding the... Though I kind of suspect I will not be the only one with Sweden in the mix as well. Is Sweden at war with Finland as well? I don't think they are. No, they're not. Because I don't know... Well, surely the wars have been merged, but Sweden has been called in against them or something. Not quite sure how that system works. Oh boy. I have a lot of notifications to open and then just hit enter on. Ouch. Make sure you retreat in the correct direction. We're gonna use, we're gonna lose this airport. Was in this federation as our ally in the Finnish-Canadian War. Yup. In the interest of not getting encircled, undo this. Why are you there? Gotta pin that guy so this guy doesn't get it encircled. Could in theory try to take the airport here and hold it while we wait for the rest of the troops to arrive. How many ports do we have here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 divisions to hold them all. The Canadians have positioned a couple of airplanes in Bergen, or close to Bergen. Bagen, as they say there. Wing of 50 heavy fighters, which we will probably not activate right now, as they will take a lot of... You're not active. You're docked. Why is that? There we go. As they will take a lot of oil being active. Okay, we've got air superiority here at least. Seven to 10 of yeah, it's gotta be 10 then. Oh no, they are actually they're going on 8, aren't they? Yeah, obviously, yeah, because they have 3 brigades and then 2. These are called brigades, right? Or are they? Each column is a regiment and each thing is a battalion. They are battalions, of course, yes. We don't have any bombers, so can't provide support there. We kind of have to do this. And then we'll set up very small wings of heavy fighters. Like extremely small. Just to try to get some recon going. Let's see how much recon a... Actually, I don't know if there's a way to to check how much recon a wing provides, or like how much spotting a wing provides. Maybe once they've arrived. Mission efficiency is at least 40% right now, so it seems like the coverage is a problem for efficiency. However, I think let's look at spotting for naval stuff here. Effect of our air superiority on our naval supremacy. Yeah, there you go. Does not... Haha! What? The Finnish have expressed their willingness to formally sign a treaty and declare peace between our two nations, provided we recognize their territorial gains. What say we? Becomes the owner and controller of Finnmark Plateau. That is this section here. Now, that section of land is utterly worthless to us. Like, completely so. It has long been a disputed sort of area in terms of taxation historically between Norway, Sweden, and Finland. The indigenous Sami or Sapmi people have in their periods been known to be taxed by all three nations in the same regions. Especially, you know, this became especially problematic considering they were nomadic people, so they would sometimes cross country borders to move alongside their reindeer flock, which could become problematic for those taxation purposes and so on and so forth. So we could give them the Finnmark Plateau. And peace out. And I'm tempted to do so. Because we don't have time to deal with this right now. We've got more important stuff to deal with. But I'm also tempted to test our army out. Now, they will be way stronger than us. I see no real chance to beat them. God, this is also the kind of thing I would like to leave to the comments to decide. Oh, it's a hard decision to make. I will save. Oh, sorry, if I bumped the mic there. I'll save. Hoi4 is taking a long time to do this stuff. Okay. I'm going to save and then I will accept. Giving them Finnmark and a region with completely lacking building slots and completely lacking resources. The Treaty of Ottawa. Oh god. Okay, there we go. So we've given them the Finnmark Plateau. Honestly, in my opinion, the land is not worth to fight over. Now we've got a division for each one of our ports in the south here. The rest we can set up as an army for actual fighting in foreign territory. We have not forgotten this. But we have more pressing matters to attend to. If we emerge as victors of the Second Weltkrieg, then we will address this problem later on. Don't even know if we sank any convoys during that short war. How long did that war last? 20 days? 10 days? It wasn't long. I didn't even check casualties. I probably should have to see how many we lost. I think it was under 1,000 maybe. Yeah, there we go. I've set the submarines up to raid again. Honestly, I think we should move all these into reserve, actually. They're not that good in terms of their designs compared to these ones. And I feel like using the fuel on, you know, old designs is kind of a waste. I'll put the first submarine squadron on reserve, and I'll send the second submarine squadron. No accessible regions. Why is that? We know too little about this region. It shouldn't be an issue for convoy raiding, surely. Two Sicilies has joined the Reichspakt. That might pull some troops down south, the border there. Which could be immensely helpful, because currently the German Empire is... I mean, it's not looking good. Yeah, we need to stop this. I wonder if part of the reason my voice gets so tired is because of my posture, maybe? Because like when I'm recording, because I'm, you know, I'm not very used to recording in front of a microphone and all that. I wonder if the fact that I kind of like lean in a bit close, try to make sure that I'm heard, even though, you know, this mic should pick up everything. Like stressing about that kind of stuff. I think it's given me a bad case of the gamer neck, where you just like lurch kind of like a goblin and that might be affecting the way I speak. Who knows? Alright, they got troops sat in the port. Oh boy, what is this? Oh god, I've got to make decisions now for a nation. Or about a nation whom I don't know anything about. Where are they? Trab al-Baidan. Shit, where the fuck are they? Oh, there they are. How have we... Oh, Kingdom of France conquered them, of course. In which case, obviously, they should go to the Kingdom of France. There we go. The reason I made that call is because I'm playing with the player-led peace conferences mod, just because it helps organize the map and make sure you don't get any of the problems, or any problems caused by the fact that in Kaiserreich you kind of have to annex all territories. So like if I have that mod, it's easier for me to make sure that I can set up the annexations in such a way that certain events can... It also does let me draw pretty borders. Can't help but notice the Mongolian Khanate not doing too hot. It's been expanding into Siberia, but there's really nothing to take there. Very few victory points and not a lot of resources. The resources seem to be gathered around, let's see, have a look at the resource map. Yeah, they're all around here. There's a bunch of them over here, but he already has control of most of those. So, like, if he wants resources, he should be going west. Very little activity of our coastline here. That doesn't mean it's not gonna happen though. The Danish belts. Permission type neutral current. Due to our neutral relations with all of the controllers, armies can pass yes, navies can pass yes, submarines can pass yes, and trade can pass. Ah, okay, so permission type contested. Enemy. Okay. For as long as we control both sides here, enemy navies can't make their way inside, I guess. Or is it if we control either one of these sides? I don't know. Oh, Suez was ceded to... Well, it doesn't look like it was ceded, but it was taken. Or it might have been ceded to Egypt or the Ottoman Empire and then taken, like halfway it was taken by one side. It's giving me like Battlefield 1 flashbacks, this stuff here. We need a bomber. And we need a tactical bomber for the purposes of close air support and strategic bombing. Kingdom of Serbia declared war on the Kingdom of Hungary. Which has brought the German Empire on board, which has then promptly doomed the Kingdom of Serbia. They declared war on a country whom they do not share a land border with. The Serbs seem to just really have it in for the Hungarians. I find it very interesting that Karl was actually allowed to remain king of Hungary after Austria here was captured. I suppose it makes sense. Let's go with Edvard Christian Danielsen for the indirect approach, helping our submarines out a little bit. In fact, what are they doing? I don't understand this like no accessible regions thing. Let's try to base them over here and see what happens then. You can see the range is virtually limitless. Also, a while back I did hear a song in the game called Hoi4, which is a German song, pointed out by a commenter. I was kind of confused by it because Heia means high in Swedish. With a well, Heia means high in Norwegian as well, but with a J it's Swedish, with an I it's Norwegian, and possibly Danish. I actually don't know. Our languages are very similar like that. Let's see, national focus stuff. Kongsberg våpenfabrikk. The industry forever embroiled in controversy in Norwegian society. How come Denmark doesn't show up as an allied army? Oh no, they don't show up as allied armies for the German Empire because they're not in, you know, our alliance. Of course. Right, our Marines are done. There we are. First, Marine Corps. Marinejäger is basically the Norwegian equivalent of Navy SEALs. Like, that's the easiest way to sort of compare them. Though Marinejäger, like, I don't know if they strictly do all the underwater shit that the Navy SEALs do. They might. I'm just completely ignorant of the of that particular branch of our military. But I do believe they've been deployed to conflict zones in the Middle East. So infantry leader only gives... Oh, whoops. Gives extra infantry... Or infantry officer gives extra infantry experience. But this is not infantry technically, these are marine. It's infantry if the division contains majority infantry battalion.
Yeah.
That's how the game sort of calculates all that, or like determines. Alright, well, my voice is starting to go out, so I'm going to do casualties real quick. $7 million for the Reichspakt now. 6 million for the International. $10 million, or 11 million collectively with the Syndicalists and the Japanese. The German Empire has taken extreme losses. They're still only on extensive though. The French are on all adults serve and are starting to run low on manpower. The Germans might be able to pull this through. Two Sicilies is on scraping the barrel. Socialist Italy is on service by requirement, but they are on 0 manpower, so they're going to change that. Yeah, the Germans might actually purely on attrition. That's wild. $5 million for the CSA and 2 million for the Pacific States. Well, my voice is actually literally dying right now, so thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Links, as always, in the description down below for Twitter, Discord, and Patreon. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. And I hope my voice is better then. Goodbye.